limit x tends to 1, x square plus 3x plus 1, 3x plus 3. If you have numerator by denominator, you can apply limit separately for numerator and you can apply limit separately for denominator. Limit x tends to 1, x power n minus 1 by x power m minus 1. So what we should do? Directly when you apply limit, if you are getting 0 by 0 or if you get any indeterminate, then you should simplify. Limit x tends to minus 2 means what? In the place of x put minus 2. If you do that, now you can apply limit separately for numerator and you can apply limit separately for denominator. Welcome to the session, dear students. In my last class, I taught you some of the basic problems of limits and also I taught you problems on continuity. Today, we'll go ahead with some more problems. Evaluate the following. The first question, limit x tends to 1, x square plus 3x plus 1, 3x plus 3. These are all standard and simple 1 markers. Limit x tends to 1 means what? In the place of x, put 1. So if I do that, I'll get x square plus 3x plus 3. This is what they give. Limit x is tending to what? 1. It's a polynomial function. So now in the place of x, put what? 1. It will become 1 square plus 3 into 1 plus 3. That is 1 square is 1 plus 3 plus 3. That is 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. So this is the limit. X square plus 3x plus 3. In the place of x, put 1. You will get the answer. Now, limit x tends to 0, e power ax minus 1 by x. Please understand, we have a formula, that is the basic formula, limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x. If this is the formula, we'll get answer as, so if the problem is in this form, we have a direct formula, we can use the formula. Means observation is this and this and this should be same. This is what we discussed in the last class also. So like limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is 1. We have limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x is what? 1. So this is a basic formula. What is observation here? Observation is interesting. So this and this should be same, then answer is 1. Now what we do is, we'll reduce the problem to standard form. Here you can see e power ax. So, but denominator is just x. So what we'll do is, we'll introduce x. So I'll take limit x tends to 0, e power ax minus 1 divided by x is given. Here ax is there, but here what is there? X is there, a is missing. So divide and multiply by a. So I'll write into a and divide by a. If I cancel this two, I'll get this. I am dividing and multiplying by a. Now this a is constant, you can take it outside the limit. A into, we are left out with limit x tends to 0, e power ax minus 1 divided by ax. My dear students, tends to is like is equal to. So if x is tending to 0, multiply a on both sides, then ax tends to a into 0. What is a into 0? 0. Means simple, if x is tending to 0, ax is also tending to 0. I can take ax tends to 0. Now you can observe x means 1. Means these three terms should be same. Here we have ax. Here also I have ax, here also I have ax, all three are same, so answer is what? 1. So now that is outside we have a into 1 after you apply limit. So a into 1 is what? A. This is the answer. This is one of the important and interesting question. To solve this, you should know the basic formula. What is the basic formula? Limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x is 1. Limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x is what? 1. Here in the place of x, suppose if you put 0, it will become e power 0. E power 0 is 1. 1 minus 1, 0, 1 minus 1 is 0. Suppose direct x ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 0 by 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Limit apply ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 0 by 0 ಬರಬಾರದು. That's why we should use the theorem or formula. What is the formula? Limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x is 1. Means if these three are same, answer is 1. Just let me summarize this. We have done this problem and we got the answer as what? A. Now I'll talk about this problem. So we have learned theorem 1. What is theorem 1? Limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a is what? N into a power n minus 1. In these kind of problems, you should not apply x as a. We use theorem. And similarly, we have learned limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is what? 1. And similarly, we have limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x is what? 1. So limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x is what? 1. So these are the standard forms. So now we use this formula. Directly in the place of x, if you put 0, it will become 0 by 0. So you should not. So what we have done, divide and multiply by a, and I have applied limit. I showed it how to get the answer. Now we have next problem. Limit x tends to 2, x power 5 minus 32 by x minus 2. Suppose in the place of x, if you put 2, it will become what? 2 power 5 minus 32 by 2 minus 2. So 2 power 5 is 32. 32 minus 32 by 2 minus 2, it will become 0 by 0. So when you apply limit, you should not get 0 by 0. Limit x tends to 2 means in the place of x, if I put 2, I'll get 0 by 0 like this. But you should not get. This is, so always 0 by 0 is called as what? Indeterminate. When you apply limit, you should not get indeterminate. So what I should do? I should simplify. Limit x is tending to what? 2. Now x power 5. And here we have 2, so write 32 in terms of 2. So if you 2 per 5, it is 32. What is 2 per 5? 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16, 2s are 32. So 2 per 5, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, if you do, you will get 32. So 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16, 2s are 32. 32 can be written as 2 per 5 divided by x minus 2. Now observe carefully. Is it in the form? Limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a? Is the given problem in the form limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a? Yes. So if it is in the standard form, answer is what? N into a power n minus 1. So now what is the answer for this? Answer is n into, means 5 into 2 power 5 minus 1. That is 5 into 2 power 4. That is 5 into 2 power 4 is 16. So 16 into 5, that is 8. Hope all of you understood this. So it is in the form what? X power n minus a power n by x minus a. If the problem is in the form x power n minus a power n by x minus a, answer is n into a power n minus 1. Here n is 5 into a is 2. 5 into 2 power 5 minus 1. I am using this theorem. And we have also proved this theorem in my last session. Now going ahead with the next problem, limit x tends to 4, x minus 4 divided by x cube minus 64. See, observe this carefully. Limit x tends to 4, x power 4 by x cube divided by 64. Can I write 64 as 4 cube? Now divide numerator and denominator by x minus 4. So divide numerator and denominator by x minus 4. Then it will become limit x tends to 4, numerator becomes x minus 4 by x minus 4, denominator becomes x power 3 minus 4 power 3 by x minus 4. So now numerator x minus 4 cancels, will be left out with limit x tends to 4, 1 divided by x cube minus 4 cube by x minus 4. Now if you have numerator by denominator, you can apply limit separately for numerator and you can apply limit separately for denominator. If you apply limit for numerator, we will have limit x tends to 4, 1 divided by limit x tends to 4 for 3 minus 4 power 3 by x minus 4. I taught you in my first class, limit of constant is constant divided by limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a can be written as n into a power n minus 1, 3 into 4 power 3 minus 1. So it will become 1 by 3 into 4 square. So it will become 1 by 3 into 16. So simplify this. 1 by 48 is the answer. I hope all of you got this. So now when I observe x minus 4 is in numerator, denominator is x cube, 64 can be written as 4 cube. 4 4s are 16, 4s are 64. Divide numerator and denominator by x minus 4. So numerator becomes 1, denominator becomes x power n minus a power n by x minus a. Apply limit separately for numerator. Limit x tends to 4, 1. Limit of constant is constant. Limit x tends to 4 is 1. If you have x, you would have put 4. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ x illa. So limit of constant gives you constant. Denominator is in the form x power n minus a power n by x minus a. X power n minus a power n by x minus a is what? N into a power n minus 1, and we'll get the answer. Then limit x tends to 1, x power n minus 1 by x power m minus 1. So what we should do? Divide numerator and denominator by x minus 1. Because suppose, what is meant by limit x tends to 1? In the place of x put 1. If you do that, 1 power n is 1, 1 power m is 1, 1 minus 1 0 and 0. Notice directly if you apply limit, what you will get? 1 power n minus 1 by 1 power m minus 1, it will become 0 by 0. 1 power anything is 1. So we should not get 0 by 0. So I have to simplify. What I will do? Missing term I will recognize. All of you know the formula. Limit extends to a x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a. If you have, we'll write it as n into a power n minus 1. So here x power n minus a power n is there in numerator, but x minus a is missing. So that's why I'll introduce divide numerator and denominator by x minus 1. If you do that, limit x tends to 1, limit x tends to 1, x power n minus 1 divided by x minus 1 divided by, in denominator, x power m minus 1 by x minus 1, x power m minus 1 by x minus 1. Now we have two functions, one in numerator and in denominator. I told you algebra of limits or properties of limits. Limit of numerator by denominator means you can apply limit separately for numerator, you can apply limit separately for denominator. So what we'll do, I'll apply limit separately for numerator. Limit x tends to 1, numerator is what? X power n minus 1 divided by x minus 1, and then I'll apply limit separately for denominator, then it will become limit x tends to 1 x power m minus 1 by x minus 1. So now numerator becomes n into, so 1 can be written as 1 power n, and here I can write 1 power m. Now it resembles the standard form. So 1 can be written as 1 power anything, because here we have n, I'll write 1 as 1 power n. Here I have m, I'll write 1 power m. So now this can be written as n into 1 power n minus 1. The denominator I can write as m into 1 power m minus 1. So n into 1 power anything is 1. And again m into 1 power anything is 1. So I'll get n by m. This is the answer. Further, limit x tends to 3, x square minus 9 divided by x square minus 4x plus 3. In the place of x, if you put 3, 3 square is 9, 9 minus 9 is 0, 3 square is 9, 4 3 is 12, 9 minus 12 plus 3, if you simplify. So do we get answer? We'll see. So x square minus 9 and x square minus 4x plus 3, it will not give you a unique value. So we'll factorize this. I'll take denominator and I'll factorize. If I take x square minus 4x plus 3, what are the factors for 3? The factors for 3 are what? Minus 1 and minus 3. Minus into minus becomes what? Plus. Now x square minus x minus 3x plus 3. And I'll take x common. If I do that, x minus 1 into minus 3, if I take common, it will become x minus 1. Then x minus 1 into, I can write x minus 3. So the given problem I can write it as limit x tends to 3, x square minus 9 divided by x minus 1 into x minus 3. Further, you can factorize numerator. Numerator is in the form of a square minus b square. What is meant by a square minus b square? A square minus b square is a minus b into a plus b. So I'll write this as what? Numerator I'll factorize. So limit x tends to 3, x square minus 9 can be written as x plus 3 into x minus 3. Denominator we have x minus 1 into x minus 3. Now I can cancel x minus 3, x minus 3. Now you apply limit. What is meant by limit x tends to 3? In the place of x put 3. Then it will become 3 plus 3 divided by 3 minus 1. 3 plus 3 is 6 by 2. 6 by 2 is. In the place of x, if you put 3 directly, it will become 0 by 0. So therefore, numerator is x square minus 9. You can write it as x square minus 3 square. Further, you can write it as x plus 3 into what? X minus 3. So that's what I have done. Then you cancel the terms. Then in the place of x put 3. 3 plus 3 becomes 6 and 3 minus 1 becomes 2. 6 by 2 is what? 3. Now you will get a specific value. Direct limit apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ x ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 0 by 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ a square minus b square ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. a plus b into a minus b ಮಾಡಿ. ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರೈಸೇಷನ್. It will get x minus 1 into x minus 3. Then substitute, cancel, simplify, you will get the answer. So this is also one of the important problems where we have to do factorization for numerator and denominator and apply limit. Now we will go to the problem 10. Then I'll come back to the next problem 7. So limit x is tending to minus 2. It is in the form of x cube plus 8 by x plus 2. Important and interesting. Limit x tends to minus 2 means what? In the place of x put minus 2. If you do that, it will become minus 2 cube plus 8 divided by minus 2 plus 2. All of you know minus 2 cube is minus 8 plus 8 by minus 2 plus 2. It will become 0 by 0. I repeat, whenever you apply a limit, you should not get 0 by 0. So therefore, reduce it. How to reduce? X is tending to what? Minus 2. So this is the hint. If x is tending to a, it should be in the form of minus 2 power. So now, we have to simplify. Can I write this problem as limit x tends to minus 2 and x cube, let be x cube, plus 8, can I write it as minus of minus 8? Denominator plus 2, can I write it as minus of minus 2? What is minus of minus 2? Plus 2. Instead of plus 2, I am writing like this. Now further, can I write it as limit x tends to minus 2, x cube minus minus 2 cube divided by x minus minus 2. Now it is in the form of limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a. If this is the form, answer is what? N into a power n minus 1. So now what is the answer for this? N into a power n minus 1. N is what? 3. 3 into minus 2 power 3 minus 1. That will be 3 into minus 2 power 2. That is 3 into 4. Answer is 12. I hope all of you got it. Minus 2, the whole square becomes what? Plus 4. 4 3s are 12. So now it was not in x power n minus a power n by x minus a form. We have to reduce. So whenever you see this as minus 2, try to write this in terms of minus 2. Try to write this in terms of minus 2. That is a hint. X is tending to what? A. So this and this should be same. So therefore, it is minus 2. I'll write it as plus 8 as what? Minus of minus 8. And minus 8 is what? Minus 2 the whole cube. What is minus 2 the whole cube? Minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 is minus 8. Instead of minus 8, write it as minus 2 whole cube. Denominator x plus 2 is there. Can I write plus 2 as minus of minus 2? So now it is in the form x power n minus a power n by x minus a. So answer is n into a power n minus 1. N is 3. 3 into minus 2 power 3 minus 1. Simplify, you'll get the answer. I hope all of you got this. Now, similarly, we have a problem wherein we can reduce it. So can I write this as limit x tends to a, x minus a divided by root x. Can I write root x as x power half minus a power half? Now divide numerator and denominator by what? X minus a. If you do that, you will get limit x tends to a, numerator becomes x minus a by x minus a, denominator becomes x power half minus a power half by x minus a. Now you can apply limit separately for numerator and you can apply limit separately for denominator. Now numerator x minus a cancels. Numerator is just limit x tends to a, 1 divided by denominator is what? X power half minus a power half divided by x minus a. Now you can apply limit separately for numerator and you can apply limit separately for denominator. If you apply for numerator, we will get limit x tends to a 1, denominator limit x tends to a, x power half minus a power half divided by x minus a. Numerator is 1. All of you know limit of constant is constant. Denominator half into a power half minus 1. I am using n into a power n minus 1. So 1 by 1 by 2 goes on top. It will become a power minus half. If you take LCM, then you take it up. It will become 2 into a power half, or it will become 2 root a. This is the answer. So I have done few important and interesting problems in this session. I will go ahead with more problems, and we have problems on continuity and we have problems on what is called as limits. In my next session, I will be continuing with many more problems. So now I have done few problems, important problems, wherein we used a formula called limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a is n into a power n minus 1. Some we factorized, some we simplified, some we have done dividing and multiplying. Like that we simplified and applied limit. Please practice the problems what I have done in this session. In my next session, I will be going ahead with 3 markers and 4 markers, and we will also solve problems on continuity. Thanks for attending. I will see you in my next session. Thank you.